As you go along your spiritual journey and you begin the process of spiritual awakening, there are going to be a few things out of many things that you will experience and learn about the path of spirituality and all these various techniques and different approaches that you're going to experience. And throughout your journey of learning and experiencing all of these different kind of philosophies and beliefs and techniques, there are going to be a few basic themes that you're going to find, or common threads that you're going to find throughout your experiences. And what I'm going to share with you is four of them that I've experienced for myself. These aren't necessarily techniques, but these are things that I continue to be reminded of along my spiritual journey that helps me to actually expand and grow. So let's get into it. These are called the 4 keys of spiritual growth. And understand that these 4 keys, they're going to be things that you are going to mindfully practice, but also things that you're going to just be aware of along your spiritual unfoldment. So it's going to be an awakening of these things, but also the practice of these things, which is going to actually continue to compound your awakening as well. And each one of these are going to influence the other. And as you influence the other, it's going to actually create an intensity. Is going to create a growth or an expansion of each one of these keys along the way. So you're going to have one influence the second one influence the third influence the fourth, and the fourth will then take the first one to another level. And so instead of going in a circle, you will actually spiral up through your consciousness and actually expand and elevate your growth. The first key to spiritual growth is self-acceptance. As you begin to really go deep within yourself on a spiritual level, you will begin to notice how you've had patterns of comparing yourself to other people, to other things, other people's lifestyles, what other people can do, with the assumption that other people can do things, or the assumption that other people have the perfect life. And whereas you know everything about you, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so you are focusing on the quote unquote bad and ugly of yourself, thinking that it is you who is flawed. But in fact, when you're really going on this spiritual journey, you start to understand that you're not flawed at all. You are perfectly you. And you begin to understand this beauty about yourself, this uniqueness about yourself. You understand that through this experience of acceptance, you actually gain strength. You actually gain wisdom and insight as to who you are and what you're meant to do. And so this self-acceptance is very important because it's something that you gain as you awaken, but also it's something that you can practice to awaken even more. So be mindful about your ability to look at yourself from the eyes of someone who is non-judgmental. You're not critical of yourself, but in fact, you embrace every aspect of who you are. And with that, you have this excitement about you and what you can do, even the things that you cannot do, and you can actually practice and learn to do, things that you actually are excited about and passionate about. It really makes life extremely pleasurable and fun as you go through this process of spiritual awakening. The second key is actually related to the first. With self-acceptance comes self-love, because you see, to truly love yourself, you must accept yourself. But self-love comes in the ways of expressing that acceptance of yourself, expressing gratitude and gratefulness for yourself, to yourself, actually taking care of yourself, actually spending time with yourself alone to actually enjoy who you are, enjoy your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own, ideas and your own desires, and wondering about certain things. This key is really about grounding yourself in the enjoyment of who you are and taking care of who you are. So it's about doing the things you love. This is about taking care of you and doing you, right? Doing the things you love, doing the things that bring you joy. Really focus in on taking care of yourself, because with this, and you will see with the other key, one of the other keys is that when you take care of yourself, you can actually do a better job at helping and taking care of the ones that you love. And so it connects all together, you will find, in how it supports and actually fortifies one another to help you, again, spiral up along your spiritual journey. And key number three is gratitude. When you are in a space of self-acceptance, when you are practicing self-love, then you create a moment, a space for gratitude. Gratitude is for yourself and who you are, but gratitude for life, especially the parts of life that weren't so pleasant, the parts of life that you probably, if you could, you may be tempted to change if you can go back in the past. But ultimately realizing that it is all of these aspects of everything that you've experienced that actually contributes to making you you, actually contributes to your experiences, your story. And so with that, this sense of gratitude comes from a trust in yourself, in your subconscious, in your superconscious, in the universe as to what this journey is all about and what this journey is ultimately made to bring you. And so with gratitude, you move with a sense of understanding that there is a purpose here, with understanding that there is something to accomplish here, that everything will make sense, though it may not right now. So continue to practice gratitude to truly make everything that you're experiencing pleasurable, make everything that you're experiencing grounded in faith in your connection with the universe and all that is happening. And then finally, the fourth key is understanding oneness. Now, this key can be one of those things that you come to realize, and it's also something that you can practice. When you realize your oneness with everything else, all things, that you are actually the creator of all of this that you're experiencing, and everything that you're experiencing is a product of your perspective, of your lens, your consciousness. When you start to understand that and you start to see it's all connected, then you gain more insight, you gain more strength in your ability to practice self-acceptance, to put in the self-love, to take care of yourself, to truly captivate gratitude. See, it's with all of these things coming together, they begin to mesh together and create the experience, which is you. And so as you go on this spiritual journey and you come to this, these areas or levels of awakening, you will experience a profound enhancement, a profound switch when it comes to experiencing one of these keys to the next one. You will continue to grow, you will continue to find happiness. And it's not like you will experience it once and you say, okay, I've experienced it, I'm over it. It's a matter of realizing that when you experience it once, it's on a certain level. And then the next time it comes around for you to experience it again with all of these other things playing a factor or playing a role, it enhances it, it takes it to another level. So though you may understand the idea of self-acceptance, along with other things like self-love, with gratitude and oneness, that turns that self-acceptance into something else. It makes it more intense. It takes it to a whole nother level. It takes it to a deeper level of accepting who you are, because sometimes we're not aware of certain aspects of ourselves. And so as you go on this spiritual journey, you're going to gain more insight as to who you are and what's going on within you. The self-acceptance will open up other things for you to accept about yourself. It will open up other things for you to love about yourself. It will open up other things for you to be grateful for. And then you will really expand more on this idea and this concept of oneness. This is how the spiritual journey continues to grow, and you continue to unfold and expand along your journey. Continue to keep these things in mind. Continue to contemplate, continue to wonder about them, continue to play with them in your mind, in your heart, as you go on this spiritual journey. And so when you do that, then this spiritual journey becomes something that is light, something that is beautiful, fun, and something that you really want to share with other people. Thank you so much. May you continue to join me on this journey. Peace and abundance always.